Hello my Stitchy friends, welcome back to my Flosstube channel, Kate B Stitching, where we talk mostly about cross stitching and the occasional craft or two. This is Flosstube number 8. Welcome back friends. It is so good to be back. I went on vacation. I made it back safe. It was so much fun. I went with my family. I went with my husband, my 17-year-old son, my brother, and my brother is the same age as my husband, and his wife, who's only a year difference in age of me. She's a year older. And then there are 2 boys that are close in age of my son. And we had such a great time. And I'm hoping to kind of talk throughout, showing you my whips and kind of just chit chat about it a little bit. Not too crazy or anything, but I just want to tell you how the road trip went, because it was kind of like a road trip kind of vacation. We went to different hotels every night. Well, we stayed in a couple hotels twice, but for the most part we were changing hotels and kind of moving as we went. We started at Grants Pass, like near Crescent City, California, or Oregon. Grants Pass in Oregon, and then which is really close to California, and we went down to San Francisco. That's where we ended up, and we were only in San Francisco for a short time, and then we came home, and we just did that in one day, and that was a long day. It was a long day getting there too, but we did that at night, and then we kind of slept in the car, took turns driving, and then when we got there we just slept in the car a little bit, and then we were ready to go and do our adventures. It was great. First we went to Grants Pass, which is a little city there near Crescent City, but we went to this place called Hell's Gate Jet Boat. They have a boat on the river. It probably can fit, I'm guessing, like 60 people. We probably had about 45 people on our boat. It goes on the river and it's a jet boat. So they were saying that they can go high speeds at as little as 8 inches of water on this river. It was one of the highlights, one of the funnest things we did, and we did it very first. So we get on this boat, so crazy. First thing they do is push it, and we're flying on this river, which you don't usually go very fast on a river. He immediately stops. Water comes up and over, splashes us all and gets us wet. We were on the 3rd row. It was so fun. We got drenched. But then he started going and he would say, hold on. So we had to hold on to this bar that was in front of us. He would do these spins. It was so much fun. Just soaked. My son soaked. He had to change afterwards. The rest of us dried in the sun. No, he had to change his clothes because he was so soaked down to his shoes. So it was hilarious and fun. Anyways, that was our highlight of that. If you ever are near that area, it is definitely say yes, go do that. Anyways, that was really fun. So I'll get started on my whips. Actually, my FFOs, fully finished objects, I don't have any this time because of the vacation and coming back from it. I was spent, so I've been kind of fully recovering. It's been 3 weeks since my last video, so I've been just kind of recuperating from that. And before I left, I was getting ready for the vacation, so I've kind of been MIA. And so I do have one finish. One finish? One finish. And it is Animal Crackers Maggie May. I thought I would have her done. I didn't even work on her on my vacation. I barely worked on anything on the vacation, but I'll show you what I did do. So I have her up. I was able to finish. All I had left was the bottom of her dress, but then I added these cute little yellow buttons that I got at my local L&S, and that is Stitchery Express here, and I know they had one more bag of buttons. This is what the bag looks like. They're plastic buttons. They're not like the ones you can get on Etsy that are like metal, but it is a huge bag of buttons. Let's see if you can see them. Yeah, it is a huge bag of plastic buttons. All right, so here she is, all finished. I ended up doing green slippers, little shoes on her. This is mostly a floss conversion. If you would like the floss conversion, I did different fur on her. I did a different yellow jacket. Her dress is the called for Confederate gray, and the fur on her nose, like on the front, like, let's see, this part is the called for. But everything else, her ears, her slippers, her fur, everything else is a conversion, a floss conversion from me. So it turned out so darling. I love the buttons. I love the green slippers. The fur is my favorite, where it has the brown and the gray in it. I think I'll use that again for fur. Because it has the different colored tones in it. It's my favorite. Anyways, turned out darling. I think I'll get that done here pretty quick. Get that with my bee. And I think I'm going to do next, put on my list, bobbin. I think I'm going to do this one next. My friend Kristen gave me this for my birthday. And I think I'm going to put that as my next animal cracker because it's so cute. I love bobbin. So I'm going to start that next. So cute. Then I have a couple starts, just two. I don't know why I did some starts. This one is like barely a start. I don't even know why I'm showing it, but I'm excited to start it. And I wanted to mention this kind of funny thing. I'm doing Aida on this Liberty with a needle and thread. And I love this piece. I'm doing Vintage Country Mocha 20 count Aida, which is beautiful. But on here, this cute quote that says, "Where liberty dwells, there is my country," by Benjamin Franklin, by B. Franklin. But the B. Franklin is over 1 on, like, not Aida. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that over 1. So I tried doing just back stitching. It didn't come out like I love, but I'm gonna keep going and see how it turns out. And if I don't like it, I'll pull it. If you guys have any suggestions on that, I know that you can kind of do over 1 on Aida, but it just doesn't look the same. Maybe I can just leave off B. Franklin, but I kind of like it. I like that it's from Ben Franklin, you know? So, I don't know. If you have any good ideas, please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. I am going to try the back stitching and finish it and see how it looks. And I'll show it next time if I end up keeping it. I'll take a picture of it to show you how it looks either way. So, and it's in this cute bag by Lori Holt. This is one of her cute, little, I don't know. It's her kind of zipper pull bling, but they're really heavy. They're could take someone out. They're really heavy. So, I don't know. Be careful. I'm such a dork. Okay. I didn't show you my last bag. Kristen made this one. I've showed it before, but I don't know if I've showed you the bling very well. I got this part, the strawberry and the little daisy off of Temu. It was just like a keychain. And then we made these cute little ribbon things just out of ribbon. We just made it's like a tassel just out of ribbon. It just turned out cute, and so I just put both of them on there because I thought they were cute, and I thought it went with the bag. So cute. Someone mentioned they wanted to see more closer up of my zipper pulls, and so I don't mind showing him. And this is one bag that I did. It was not that long ago, but we just did the zipper pulls knot. It was really not long ago. And it has a little bee on there, cute little beads. These, you can get at Hobby Lobby, these strawberries, but you can put your scissors on them. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. That's a little better. But isn't that cute? You really can do anything on these. You can just tie a piece of ribbon on them and they look darling. I just get a little carried away because I can, and they're fun. Okay, this is my next start. I don't remember showing you guys this, so maybe I did last time. I don't think I did because I worked on it after my last Flosstube. So, it was Stitching Rules, and I did a floss conversion on it. This is by Primrose Cottage. Love this one. I'm pretty sure I didn't start it until after my last Flosstube. But the fabric is Fox and Rabbit Saltbush 18 count Aida. Hold on. Let me just connect my iPad real quick. There we go. So I can see what I'm showing you. All right, there we go. I just did the first the first title page. I did the whole page. The green has some variegation on it. What did I do for it? I did Bean Sprout from Classic Colorworks, and I love the variegation on it. It turned out super cute. So, love it. I'm excited to keep working on it. But I'm kind of in the patriotic mood right now. It's kind of in the full swing. I just started decorating. well, I did last night. I don't have a ton. I have like one huge bin, and I just like threw up patriotic in my living room and my kitchen and my dining room. And then I put out this cute banner outside on my porch, and I'm going to put some flags out like in my flower pots that don't have flowers right now. I do not have a green thumb. I kill flowers. And so it's just going to have flags, right? And that's okay. But my flower pots are super cute. Anyways, I didn't tell you more about my vacation. So we went to this lighthouse. It's called Battery Point Lighthouse in Crescent City. And we had a lot of fun. We actually went to the beach a lot there. And I think we only stayed there one night. But we went there one day, and then the next morning we went there again. They had tide pools, so we got to see sea urchins, we got to see sea stars, crabs, all sorts of little critters. But the Lighthouse Museum was closed on both days. We were kind of bummed. There was some kind of local holiday, but it was so beautiful up there. I'll have Julio put a couple pictures if he can. There was these little purple flowers everywhere. There was, what do you call it? Driftwood everywhere, little shells everywhere. I obviously just planted my butt down in the sand and looked for shells, because that's what I do. So I came back with a few shells, but the lighthouse was beautiful. That was one of the highlights for me. After Crescent City, we went to the Redwoods, and I would say that was really cool. I'd been to the Redwoods before, but I only went to Muirwoods, which is like not Southern California, but like the southern part of the Redwoods. And we went to the northern part of the Redwoods, which was just so beautiful. It's more like packed in there. They're closer together, and there's a lot of foliage. It's really like, there's a lot of foliage, especially in the more northern ones, I would say. It was beautiful. Oh, what's really cool about redwoods, they have really low growing roots. So they had some that were tipped over, and you could just stand. This was you, and the roots were like this huge, tiny. And then compared to like a pine cone, like pine cones are pretty big. Like imagine like a pine cone, pine cone, pine cone, pine cone. There's different ones. Well, a redwood, the tallest tree in the world, the largest tree in the world, their little pine cones are just teeny tiny. And like, they're not everywhere. You'd think that they were everywhere. No, it's hard to find them. Like we didn't see one while we were out, but they're just tiny. And it was crazy. We were supposed to see like these banana slugs, but it wasn't wet enough or cold enough. So, but they say these banana slugs are everywhere. And they had souvenirs of banana slugs everywhere. But we did not see one banana slug. We were really bummed. So that was kind of sad. But we went like 2 days of redwoods, and we went to this mystery of trees of mystery that were in the redwoods. And that was really fun. Although we went up this gondola, which love gondolas. Beautiful, right? What can you not love about them? They're amazing. Well, we got to the top of this gondola, and sorry, this is kind of a crazy story. But we got to the top of this gondola and we were like, oh, we'll just ride the gondola back. But there was a trail that went down and we're like, oh, maybe we should just do the trail down. Well, the trail said, experienced hikers only, like, beware, be careful, like, take this seriously, like, really, only experienced hikers only. We're like, what, how bad can it be? It's only downhill, like we can handle going downhill. We just went up the gondola, we can go back down. It was a mile of pure torture. Yeah, I cried. Don't tell anybody, but it was the worst. Sometimes you were just, they had ropes on the side for you to hold on to because it was so steep. We survived, but sometimes you were going up, sometimes you were going down. Well, most of the time you were going down, but it was like straight down. And it was awful. It was awful. So when it says for extreme, like, experienced hikers, heed their warning. Yeah, I was spent after that. But it was, the place actually has really cool, what do you call it? Like, bridges in the trees that you get to go into the redwoods and, like, walk into the trees. It's really cool. And they have like statues made out of redwoods, and they have like all the different saws they used to cut down the redwoods with, and some were just as big as like a building, not like a building, but like a shed. Some of these saws, blades, they were huge. It was just amazing place to go and really fun. So if you're in that area and you want to see Trees of Mystery, I would say yes, it's a go. The next start I have is from Hello America. It's this In God We Trust. Isn't that just cute? Well, I don't know if I would say cute. It's like more rustic pretty. I don't know. I just love it. Anyways, I've gotten the eagle almost done. I still need to do like his tail feathers and fill the red in to his like astronaut cover. That's what my husband says. He says he looks like an astronaut. And he kind of does, but once you like get him filled in, he doesn't look like an astronaut. He looks very dapper in his helmet. So I think it's coming along really good. This is a lot of fill in. So, and it's like 1, 2, 3 different colors of brown in here. So you kind of have to really pay attention to what you're doing in there. And so I liked doing it though. It was really enjoyable. I'm excited for this one, especially being patriotic. So this bag is really cute. My friend Kristen, you guys know Kristen, she's been on past Flosstubes. She made this Teresa Kogut fabric. Then we made these cute little scissor fobs together. She gave me this part, and then I just went and made the beads and put on this little yay. So, isn't that cute? Turned out cute. We also went to this place called Confusion Hill. It was kind of ghetto. You paid like $5 to get in because it would have been a little more if the train was running, but their train wasn't running. But it was like the main attraction was going into this house that was crooked, and you could walk on the ceiling, or not the ceiling, but the walls, and you felt uneasy because you were crooked and the walls were like this and the water ran a weird way. Anyways, and balls would run up the wall instead of down. It was really funky, but it's one of those things that you kind of have to go in because it's so obscure, but yeah, it was fun. You have to go into it because it's like, oh, we have to go do this. It's like a rite of passage, you know? It's on the trail. You have to take it on the trail. Oh. That was not a start. That was a whip. I'm so sorry. You guys have seen that before. And it's on Live and Die LA Buttermilk 20 Count Aida by Teresa Kogut. I love that one. You guys have seen it before. This next one is my Sal, my stitching, my Sal that I'm doing with everyone. And I started that on my birthday. And if anybody wants to join in, they're welcome to. It's this beauty by Teresa Kogut. I am doing it on Vintage Country Mocha 20 Count Aida. And I'm doing all the called for. This is the only one I worked on the trip. And it's because a lot of the roads were super windy, especially on the coast. It literally was just back and forth and back and forth. And we were like a little on the sick side and I couldn't work my needle at all. And it was hours of that. And I'm like, I wish I could work on my cross stitch because it was hours of that. And we just had to sit there and do nothing because we couldn't look down at our phone or we'd get sick. We just had to look out the window and that was okay. It was beautiful, so we just took it. But on the way there, I worked on getting this established, these black lines, and then on the way home, I almost finished them, and then this week I finished them and I did this pair of scissors. So, and I did this hand. Is that all I did? Yeah, that's all I did. But it looks really good. Let's see. Yeah. I love how that border, that black, like scalloped border looks. I couldn't wait to get it in. It's going to be a good counting point to put everything in the middle. I can count off of this really well. I still need to get in all of this green part so I can start putting stuff up there, but I'm kind of like invested in this bottom part and I just really like it. I like just putting in those black things, but I'm going to start doing these flowers, and then there's big flowers that go in here. You can see right here. There's these big flowers that go in right here that are just really pretty. I want to put those in soon. And I've been really enjoying this one. That's probably my plans going forward, is just to work on this one and Patriotic. I know that I have the Matter in Hand that I want to work on, but I'm just going to have to play catch up on that one because I'm having so much fun with this one and Patriotic. So I'll work on that. In God We Trust and Liberty. And then I have a couple others that I want to start. I also have that Primrose Cottage quilt that I started that's patriotic. I think it's called Patriotic Quilt that I started, and that one shouldn't take very long to finish or work on. So I'll try working on that one. But I just want to work on patriotic right now. And you guys know that that's one of my favorites, that and bees. And I know that's a lot of your guys' favorites is patriotic. And why not work on it when it's in the season, right? So I think that's my plans for now, going forward. Let's see. I only have a couple things left to talk about on the vacation. My favorite thing was Fort Bragg Sea Glass Beach. It was stunning there. They had so many rocks crash, like the waves crashing into rocks. They had a few seals. A little seal family was there. You could watch, but I literally just plopped myself into the pebbles near the beach or on the beach, and it was just fun looking and finding sea glass because it was everywhere. It was just little pieces, but they mostly had white or clear glass, and then it went to brown, was the next highest count, and then little bits of green, and they had like a little bit of like teal, like a light teal, and then I only found one blue piece. So it was beautiful to find glass there. If you can go there, I would recommend it because it is just otherworldly. It's like, why? It makes you ask the question, why this beach? Why this beach is all this glass here? And it literally was like, you pick up, it's just everywhere. Like the pebbles were glass. You sit down, you pick it up, most of your hand was sea glass. And it was just mostly little pieces, but some were good chunks, you know, like the size of your nails. That's what most of it was just good sized pieces, and it was so stunning. When it was wet, it was even prettier. So if you got down to like the water's edge, it would just sparkle, and it was beautiful. Anyways, that was one of the highlights for me. Was definitely Sea Glass Beach. It was really pretty. And then we went down to San Francisco. We went to the piers. We ended up going on a cruise to the Golden Gate Bridge. So it was just like a big boat, kind of went around, went back under, went by Alcatraz, like around the island, and then went back in to port. And it was great. I put those little things behind my ears, those seasickness patches, and I was fine. Only one of our party got really sick, and he got pretty sick. I felt bad for him. Had fun on the pier. We did a lot of shopping. We found some really fun things. I'm surprised that I didn't bring those down. I found a little sailor in a yellow coat that was adorable. He was carved out of wood, and that was my favorite thing that I got. I got some hats, shirts, sweatshirts. Those are kind of the things that I like to get. Stickers. And then I got a little photo album, so I could put that, put all my pictures in the photo album. So that should be fun. We went to Chinatown. That was a lot of shopping, a lot of fun. We bought some stuff for my daughter who babysat our dog and our 2 cats, which was so sweet of her. And yeah, we just had a blast. So that, I think, is everything. The only thing I have left is I have two things for my Happy Stitchy Stash. So my Happy Stitchy Stash, I got 1, 2, 3 stitch. I got some floss, which isn't too exciting, but I did get this 1/4 yard of 18 count shale Aida, and it is beautiful. I hope it comes across. It's kind of almost like my shirt, but not quite. But isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, look at the yes, you can kind of see it in there. Oh, I just love the dyed variegation in here. It's so beautiful. I love it. It's kind of like a brown, yeah, it's almost like a light chocolate milk almost in here, but upstairs it looked kind of with like it had a little gray in it. It's hard to tell. But it's absolutely beautiful. And then my daughter got me this cute tomato what do you call it? Washi tape. And it has a little shimmer to it. But I don't know if you can see that. Look how freaking cute that is. Everyone should have tomato washi tape. So cute. That's everything. Anyways, I want to say a special thank you to my cute hubby. I haven't thanked him in a long time. He's the one that edits all my videos. He's a videographer in real life. And then he comes home and he takes the time to edit my videos. And he does such a funny and great job at editing my videos. Like, he will take something that I'm like, that is garbage. And not garbage, like my video's not garbage, but like some things that need to be edited out. And he will turn those into something funny. And and it's just really surprising. He's just really funny at what he does. And he's really, just really great. And so I really appreciate him. And I wanted to say thank you for all he does here. And I want to say thank you for always coming back time and time again. I really appreciate all your wonderful comments. I've not had one bad comment, and I don't think everyone can say that. And I just want to say I appreciate all your wonderful comments and that they are so kind. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And I guess that's it. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. And I think that is the 4th of July. So we'll see you then. And until next time. Love to you all.